right, well now what are we doing? We're gonna get some leaves. We're gonna put them in there and we're gonna warm them up, dry them off, and warm them up for Hansy because she's not doing so good. And it's suddenly gotten very cold and she's really good at insulating her home, but can't do it when you don't have a good leg. All right, back to work. I got some gloves. I guess I only need one. I'm gonna pick up some of this good stuff. I think there's even more. See, look at how good all this is. If you were building a nest in a tree, this would be good stuff. So I don't want to rip it apart in case somebody needs it for that. But these ones that end up on the stairs, they seem good. I've seen Hansy gather leaves before, and she's very, very careful about her selection. So I'm gonna try to pick, well, maybe not that one. She's very careful when she does it. Well, this one has like a twig on it. I can see why she's careful. Wow, this could take a while. This is probably why it takes her a while. I'm taking the twigs off of these things. Yeah, this is going to be time consuming if I do it like Hansy. This is a good one. Look at that one. I think it's a good one. Oh, I know. I've never lived in a box on a tree before. That one's kind of like eaten or something. Maybe I'll take one of these and like take the leaves off of it. There. I take these, I'll warm them up with the heater and then put them down at the base of her tree because I thought about like I could climb a ladder and put them in her tree. Oops, that was bad. But if I do that, I run the risk of running her out of there, and that would be worse than not having insulation because right now she's in a tree that, you know, she only has to go 12 feet up. That one's bad. Look at this one. I can see why they're selective. Probably don't want disease or whatever that is in your house. I don't know if Hansy's living with someone else that, you know, maybe they would. Look how pretty that is. Wow. So I don't know if she's living with someone that maybe would insulate it for her, but Hansy has always been the insulator. Right back to the days when she lived with Condo Girl, which is so crazy to think they lived together. So I don't know if Condo Girl was one of her kids because they have a relationship for sure. They shove each other. It is a lot like Hansy and Rover. They shove each other a little at first, but then they do tolerate each other. So Condo Girl and Hansy, and Rover and Hansy. So sometimes they get a little, I don't even know how to describe it, but you can tell they're related. Hansy's always been the insulator, so this is going to be, you know, we're counting on someone else to get these leaves up and into the tree for her. See if that'll dry those off. Make them nice and warm. Like Sweet Eyes or someone might take them up the tree for Hansy. I ran the dryer on them and they're nice and warm, even though the one looks like it still has some. I took this one out and tried to dry it. I couldn't get it dry, but the rest of them are pretty dry and warm. They're definitely warm. And so I want to get them in there to her right now, but the only way I could do that is with a ladder. And if I put it at the base, I don't know if someone else is going to steal them. Also, I don't want to put something in the base of a tree and give away the fact that it is a squirrel tree. So, and nuts are just coming down off the tree, and so far I'm not getting my head smashed. Close to her tree, and it's kind of like it's a station because it's got water in there, it's got shelter, and it's got leaves. So, and it's within viewing distance of her tree. So she'll see that there are leaves in there. Maybe she'll want them. And the last couple of weeks have been super busy with work and social things. So I'm finally taking these apples that I took off the tree a couple weekends ago, and I'm gonna put them out for the baby squirrels here. So we got 4 there, and we got 4 there, and we'll check later and see how we're doing. For all I know, though, the chipmunks could take it. There's chipmunks everywhere. Just to show the volume of nuts, I just took this water bowl out from in there. It's got nutshells in it. Nutshells there, a bunch of them piled up there. There's an actual nut somebody left. There's another one that still has the thing on it. Anyway, yeah, nuts everywhere. This is one of the places the chipmunks live, and it looks like they got a hold of one of the black walnuts and dragged it in. It's Saturday, and I'm with Hansy out here. I came out here and there was nobody walking around but her. I'm so glad I came out. I'm so glad we ran into each other. So I'm giving her nuts without the shells on. She came running up to me, so happy to see me. And I was so happy to see her. I am so happy. I hope so bad she heals from whatever this is. And I hope I have enough nuts in here without the shells on. No, yeah, I have another one. I thought ahead, and I got a, defrosted one of these nutritional treats. I defrosted a nutritional treat, so we'll see how this goes with Hansy. I've never tried giving her one before. I think I tried giving Pippi one and she didn't like it, but we shall see how this goes. I'm hoping that she recognizes it's got like stuff in it, you know what I mean? Stuff that she could use. Anyway, I'm hoping she realizes this is good stuff for her and that she eats it. And I hope it is good stuff for her. But Cuddles, I gave a lot of these to Cuddles. Cuddles did eat them, and I kept seeing her. Here, we'll see how this goes. Packed with nutrition, hopefully real good for healing. There she goes. Making me proud, making me proud. I'm actually seeing claws on her left hand. I thought she lost all her claws on her left paw. So this is good to see. Zoom on this a little later. I'm working. I know I should have had one ready for you. I'm coming. Here you go. I just can't figure out what happened to her hand. Did she lose fingernails, which is the least bad of everything? Did she lose fingers? Is it gonna heal? Is it gonna heal? That's what we need. She's moving not well. The good thing is she's eating. She looks like herself. Except for, like, if you look at her head on, in that regard, physically she doesn't so much look like herself. And she's wiggling around a little, just kind of freaking me out. Like right at the end of when she eats, she's kind of wiggling around. I don't know. Is it because it's cold out and she's shivering? So I think what happened, I think it was a fall. I think she fell on this side, on her right side, because from head on, she looks very different now on each side of her face. And the left side of her face protrudes more, and this side looks like it got bashed in a little bit. And see how she's shaking? And her hand on the right side is obviously the one that's messed up. And it seems like there was something else. The tooth. I think the reason she can't get through a nutshell on her own is I think she probably got a busted tooth. So I'm thinking all of that were teeth. So I'm thinking it all happened in a really bad fall. So this is Hansy's granddaughter. There's Hansy. There's her granddaughter. Hey, sweet eyes. Taking care of your grandma? Fortify her cabin for her, okay? Get her leaves up there. She always did that for you. She always did that for you, didn't you, Hansy? Hansy takes care of everyone in the cold. She always does. See how she can't. There she goes. Now she's getting water. I just changed that water this morning. The leaves next to it are the leaves I put out for Hansy, where I dried them and heated them and put them in the box. And her tree is off to the left there with that plank. She is getting water. She's always been an avid water drinker. She really likes water. By putting it in there, I keep the deer out of it, because the deer would just gulp all the water down in one thing, and then there was no water for the squirrels, especially in the summer. That was a problem. And then the other thing, though, the big benefit with doing that is when it rains, it doesn't wreck all the water. It keeps the water a little better, because when it rains, all the dirt comes down out of the trees and gets in the water and makes it really gross. That was her. Is it because of the box, sweetie? Do you want me to move the box? She's gonna go up her tree. Maybe she wants me to come and watch. I've been doing this where I come and I look around while she gets in the tree. I look for hawks. You want another one? You want another nut for the road? Okay. You're not going to come out. Oh my gosh, you are. Oh my gosh. I'm looking, sweetie. I'm looking. I'm trying to get you a nut. I'm trying. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Come here. Come here. They're so sweet. You know? This wind is dangerous, so I'm standing right by her to make sure no hawk comes down. Also, other things come down and hit squirrels on the head when it's windy like that. So she's going to try to get up here. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look for hawks. There's where she needs to get to. Look around, sweetie. She kind of cried when she saw it, so I'm going to put it more like that. There she goes. All right, she's making it in there easier than she did yesterday.